Yo everybody, this is Cobrak, and this video is going to be a game commentary in Heroes of the Storm, and this time we're going to be looking at the ranged specialist Zagara. And because it is our first time looking at this hero here on the channel, we're just going to really quickly go over Zagara's abilities, just so you guys know what you are watching. Zagara's first ability is called Baneling Barrage, and it basically sends out a line of banelings right in front of you that each deal a bit of damage. Her second ability is called Hunter Killer, and this one will summon a Hunter Killer to chase down and deal damage to a single enemy target. Her third ability is called Infested Drop, and this one calls down a bomb that deals damage on impact and spawns 2 Roachling creeps to attack nearby enemies and push the lanes. Her ultimate abilities are Nidus Network, which allows you to place Nidus worms around the battleground, which you can then instantly travel between, and option number 2 is Devouring Maw, which summons a Lobon of tentacles and teeth that will engulf damage and disable any enemies caught within the radius. And finally, her hero trait is called Creep Tumor. You gain some vision wherever you place these on the map, and while nearby them, you and your creeps gain increased movement speed. Alright, so we're getting into a Zagara game here. As you can see, the gates open up, and the first thing that we're going to do straight away is get some Creep Tumors down. I think that's what they're called anyway. Basically the hero trait. You plop these down in areas like the grass, stuff like that, and it's going to give us vision on our lane. It's extremely important to get these down. Not only is it going to give us this vision, but it's also going to increase, I think it also increases the health regeneration of the creeps that we spawn. As you can see here, I've spawned some roaches. They're going to DPS this new Muradin out of the lane. So that's all well and good. What the hell else does it do? It also increases our movement speed and our creep movement speed as well, which is also really nice. And you can see what I'm going to be doing in this lane all the time is using my number 2 ability. That is of course the Hunter Killer. I just put that on Muradin every time he shows his face in lane here, and it's just going to allow me to bully him out of lane. I'm also dropping those roach drops, as you can see there. It's just spawning extra creep, and it's going to push the lane like crazy. I'm really fortunate in this game actually to have like a 1v1 matchup going on, because Zagara is basically a sick 1v1 laner. You can also 2v1 lane extremely effectively with this. As you can see, I'm just keeping dropping these creeps out and stuff. Whenever the Muradin pushes in like that, I pop out a Hunter Killer on him. And he's basically just getting wrecked. He's going to jump out on me here, but I'm pretty confident that I can just stay out and flat out DPS him. And I do that pretty effectively. He's having to fall back behind the towers. And as you can see, the towers are losing ammo every time I hit them. I don't know if you just noticed that right there. But when I hit the towers, they lose ammunition. That is because I recorded too late. I wanted to show what talents I was speccing into. I'm speccing into the Demolitionist talent at level 1. And that basically makes my auto attacks destroy ammo directly from the towers. It's extremely good if you expect to be in a 1v1 lane and you can just bully people out of lane, get free hits on the towers, and just makes them extremely vulnerable to pushing right away. We're finally having a team fight here anyways. We're in the mid, we're fighting over the shrine in the middle. It spawned, we were basically contesting over this tower. You can see the idea with Zagara, I guess, is to stay extremely far back. You just want to sort of throw in your minions, stuff like that. I get out a Hunter Killer on the Lily here, as you can see. And you never ever want to get... You basically don't want to be focused at any point ever, because you will just die. You have a lot of range firepower. You can see we're doing a really good job here of just kind of jousting them out of this this little combat zone that we're contesting. And we're doing that by, I suppose I'm just staying max range. We have Diablo actually up front who's tanking a lot of damage. But you can see Hunter Killer on that new Muradin. He just gets wrecked. So we're basically going to win the mid fight right here. And as soon as that is out of ammunition, I think it was getting out of ammo right there. Yeah, I check up one more time. It's pretty much out of ammo, so there's no point in me staying there, so I go straight back down to the bottom lane. I'm going to spawn more roaches and just keep on doing what we are doing. I think in the middle of that fight, I don't know if it was in the middle of the fight or just after or something, but I did spec into Medusa Blades, and what that does, as you can see, my attack is being split into 3 different parts. You have one main attack, and then 2 extra little bolts come out and hit anything nearby your main target. It's really good for clearing waves. As you can see here, I'm just wrecking these waves pretty much. The tower's already extremely low on ammo on this bottom lane, so I'm just going to push the shit out of this. Unfortunately, it's the pure Muradin again. The pure Muradin even, who comes down. He's going to try and contest this push, but I'm just going to go back to the well, get full mana, and pretty much keep lane dominance. As you can see there, I'm hitting that tower again. The ammo is just getting destroyed. That tower is out of ammo already. That's going to take a while to regenerate, so again, I'm just keeping the lane extremely pushed in here. And we're just waiting for the next objective. I think that the next shrine to spawn is actually mine on the bottom here. So you're going to see me pinging for assistance in just a little bit. But again, Hunter Killer out on this Muradin. We just keep him well out of the lane. Right there, I expect into the improved infested drop, which makes it spawn 3 roaches, as you can see right there in front of the tower. So they're basically going to be wrecking that. We're going to get a tower here, get some more XP for our team. It's really, well, it's awesome actually. If you can get some early push going on, take down some early towers, get your team well ahead. See, we actually level 8 by now. Again, this guy pushes out. I've got a hunter killer on him again. And I'm just so confident in this lane. I can see everyone on the map, you know. I'm not going to get roamed on anytime soon by any of this Mirrodin's teammates. So every time he pushes out like that, as long as I have a hunter killer up on him, as soon as he comes out, I'm extremely confident that I can just DPS him and force him to back out from me, you know. It's never me really running away or surrendering the lane against this guy. Now, however, I'm out of mana just a little bit as this shrine spawns here, so I ping for assistance. As you can see there, I'm going to lay down another little vision pod just to give me a little bit of an idea of when this guy's going to YOLO in, and I think I have to surrender this fairly quickly, if I remember right. He does run around. He's not sure whether to engage just yet or let the mob engage on me. He just stunned the mob's cleave on me there, which was kind of nice of me, but I'm pretty much here, so oh, actually, never mind. The well did actually come off cooldown right there. I think I was waiting for that. But yeah, I'm really fortunate that that came up right there. I took a pretty risky path going in here, but we are just going to contest this again. We have another team fight here over this. This is the only shrine to spawn this time, so this is a fucking huge team fight. I think I'm able to throw my Banelings, which is my 1 ability, into the choke point here when they come back in. I think this is around the point. I spec into the Devouring Maw right here. And that's going to allow me to trap a bunch of people. I think I get it right here actually. I get a triple trap there. So it's going to give us a huge amount of time to set up on these guys. I dump all my AoE damage on that. We get 2 kills out of this. So sick team fight for us. We secured the shrine. Because we were ahead before we went into that team fight, we took like 1 or 2 kills. And then we actually dinged level 10 midway through the fight. So that's going to give us our ultis. And the first team to hit level 10 just gets such a huge advantage. And I got an awesome use out of my ultimate there. So we were able to take that team fight really nicely. So I'm just up in the mid lane now. I'm clearing out the lane. The more we spread out, the better it is for our team. You get more experience that way. If everyone is just gaining XP in separate lanes. I think my team is fighting a little bit further down there. I'm not sure why I'm not trying to get in on that a little bit more. Honestly, I don't think I spotted that during the game. Okay, I spotted right there. Finally pinged down. I don't know why there. Abatha just kind of squirms out of hiding there. That was kind of YOLO of him. But I pushed that one last wave and I'm going to head down. I'm going to finally assist my team. Just throw some minions in there. Get a hunter killer out. I think I put it on the Mirrodin there, who's at the front. So he's going to be taking some sick damage. They all have to back out. We pick up a couple of kills. But that was mainly my team. I should have been there a little bit quicker than that, honestly. Because my push is pretty much... Well, actually, given that, I think I'm here just about on time. It's my push that really makes me a strong hero, I guess. Being able to steal the tower's ammo, spawn the creeps, stuff like that. So yeah, we take a pretty sick team fight here. We are sizably ahead at this point. I think they come back just a little bit later on. I'm going to drop some creep on that shit right there. Let's see what talent I go for. I can't remember what I went for. I think, yeah, I went for the increased hunter killer range and damage. So those hunter killers are going to be even more formidable. And we go into that purely because in the next talent, I know that a new talent is coming up. And in that talent, we get 2 charges of hunter killer. That both basically recharge the same way that Conflagrate does for Destro locks in World of Warcraft. But yeah, we come up here. It's just a little YOLO Lily. I can see that everybody else is on the map defending. So I was pretty sure that there was only one person defending this. We spawn a bunch of creeps to just sort of bully her out. She does come back in just a little bit, but again, we just put another hunter killer on her. They're empowered now as well. So this is definitely one of the strengths of Zagara. If you can get like a 1v1 matchup or even some 2v1 matchups, you can definitely dominate lanes. You can take objectives on your own. The only problem is if someone gets on you, someone with high burst damage, like a Nova or a Vala or a Tyrael, you know, really strong melee that can just jump on you before you can really get away. You will just get, man, you will get destroyed up the anus. Like, you will get absolutely wrecked. You have no ways of escaping that, you know, are really quick. You have no, like, dash, or you can't spec into any sprints or anything like that. So it is really important that you stay really far back. Let somebody else take the brunt of the damage. Don't put yourself in a position where you can really get picked off. you know, stunned in just global by somebody. But yeah, right now, me and Azmodan are actually pushing on the top lane. We are both amazingly strong pushers, me and Azmodan. Well, as in Zagara and Azmodan are extremely strong pushers. He's spawning demons, I'm spawning my creeps. And we're just basically going to wreck here for just a little bit. I think at this point, though, the Azmodan makes the mistake that I've been trying to avoid all this time, which is don't push in and know when to pull back, you know. He stays in for quite some time here. I'm starting to get a little bit worried because I noticed that everyone is missing off the map. We can only see 2 people on their team. So I'm starting to pull back just a little bit. I do try to save him here on the way out. I think he does get caught out here, actually. You see, I've got my Devouring Maw ready. I'm going to try and trap these 2 guys, but I can't quite get in range to get the Rhaegar as well. And the Rhaegar is going to pick off the Azmodan, so I did what I could there. The Azmodan did go a little bit YOLO there with his positioning, considering he is quite a similar style hero to Zagara in how you play it, and that you stay right back. You, for the most part, try to avoid getting directly involved in combat. You're more about pushing, more about picking people off and landing the big damage from range. You are a ranged specialist class overall. You can see here that my team is trying to do the boss. I'm not feeling quite confident though. This Muradin is finally going to get his revenge on me. You see, he gets on me. What do? I just waddle around. There's really not a lot I can do here. I do get knocked back, which nearly lets me mount up. I do get mount up for just a second, but I get stunned up. I spec into the 2 charges of Hunter Killer. The boss has summoned a tornado here. Normally I'd just skip over this part of the video, but look at that shit. Diablo getting troll-like health from that tornado. I'm not sure if these guys get the boss here. I think I pinged for a retreat there during that. But the team YOLO's in anyway. Look, the Azmodan is back. This guy was fucking crazy, man. Like, he wasn't afraid to get in the combat. They do get the boss after all. The Diablo also stays to ulti and to try and fight. He gets trolled so hard here by the tornado, it shoves the hell out of him. I think he goes down. Yeah, Trollnado, he gets wrecked. And I think that the Azmodan also dies, which is actually really, really bad for us. I don't think that we should have tried to take that fight at all. I did ping for the retreat, but those guys just weren't having it. So we're going to defend the bottom here. We did lose that boss, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing there. I should be a lot further back in this in case they just tried to turn or something. Lily could have easily popped a healing ultimate or something and topped up the Zagara and put them in a really good fighting spot. Luckily that didn't happen, so I'm going to get my ass back into a more defensive position now, just focus on killing off this guy. I do get troll-nadoed a little bit here myself, nearly get pushed into that fucking AoE. That would have been pretty scary with a Vala hanging around and a Rhaegar actually who's just showing up as well. But we're going to push this lane out here. I think that we... Oh shit, I actually forgot about that. I do land a pretty damn good Devouring Maw here. It's going to DPS the shit out of them. Let's just set up some good AoE damage. But they are going to just about get away. But I think that they come back. I think that they actually got the building extremely low. Yeah, they do totally come back for the building here. It is pretty low actually, so you can see why they do it. So I'm streaming extremely far back. I lay down a little creep tumor here. Fucking hate that word. But yeah, get out a Hunter Killer on the Vala. I'm just going to try and harass them back just a little bit. Roll out my Roachling tunnel or whatever the hell it is. Damaging the shit out of them. And again, just staying right at the back here. I'm going to kill off this the Abathur Ultimate Evolution here. He didn't really do much with it. I don't know what the hell this Abathur was doing, but we're going to kill these guys off. This is actually really scary now. They've got a camp on us as well. So yeah, I'm in retreat mode right now. I'm just dropping my Roachlings, getting my ass back, and we decide that we're just going to try and hold them at this fort. I don't know why the Malfurion was asking back here. Like, why back? Like, it's 3v4 and they have mercenaries. Like, why does he think that we went back? I don't know. Okay, it's not 3v4 now though. The Diablo's in. We're going to push them out a little bit here. I go fucking YOLO with my positioning here. I actually have no mana. I don't know what I'm doing here. This was a mistake. I could have easily been picked off. But we are just going to chase them out. We're going to tef them out. We're going to keep our fort standing. This is really, really good. And right now, the bottom and the middle temples are activating. The Malfurion is rezzing up really, really soon. I believe that he goes to the middle. The Muradin actually wants me here. I knew that he was going to come after me. I tried... well, I actually managed to avoid his leap there. I am going to get away. I managed to Hearthstone actually in the grass there. I don't go down here. But we do control the bottom fort, and the Malfurion is going to pick up the middle. So this is extremely good for us. I'm not sure if we were able to keep the bottom. I just felt way too unsafe to stay in this fight with no mana and 30% health. I don't think there was a lot I could have offered anyways. The Muradin is going to get away on like no health there, if I remember right. But it's okay, you know, even if we only get half of this bottom fort, which I'm on my way to right now after regening up a little bit, as you can see. We've also controlled the middle fort for a long time. So I'm going to come in here with full mana. I dump in my little roachlings here. I'm going to get some hunter killers up. I think I put both of them on the Mirrodin. I actually get him in the trap there. I think I set him on him after he's come out of that. Yes, I do. I drop my roachlings on him. I get 2 hunter killers on him, so he's going to take huge damage right now. It can't be out healed by the Rhaegar, so he's going to go down. So we're going to control the bottom and the middle. I think we had the bottom for the entire duration. So we're basically doing sick damage here. We've wrecked all of the forts in the base, so we've got essentially mega creeps in every lane now. So unless we throw majorly, which we don't, spoilers, but we should just be able to win this game through like a war of attrition almost. Again though, see how the Valley YOLO'd on me there? I didn't stop for shit. I just legged it. I ran my ass off. I dropped a little roach pod. Spawn some roachlings. Did I throw Hunter Killer back at it? I'm not sure. I definitely put one on it now, and that's just going to chase it away. Look at that shit. Like, players who are experienced or know that they are squishy will know if they see the Hunter Killer, unless they can just blow you up, there's no point fighting up against you, because with the Hunter Killer plus your right clicks, the chances are you're going to be able to man mode most heroes, unless it's a, you know, it's some assassin class or whatever that really out levels you or something like that. You can put up a very good fight against single heroes. It's if like 3 people jump on you, you will just get absolutely destroyed, and there's not a lot you can do. So we're just pushing in as a team here. As I'm calling the GG, we are just hitting the call at this point, and there's just not a lot they can do. So we do go ahead and win that game. So that is about that for this Zagara game commentary. Hopefully, if and when you get a chance to play some Heroes of the Storm yourself, you're going to now have a better understanding of how to play the hero at a basic level. Or at least if you're facing up against the hero, you're going to know exactly what she's capable of. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to like it and share it around and all that stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to see you all a little bit later.